Hey family, I'm SNwadiei. I'm HYBASIA. Also the Creole Grill Test. I'm sitting here in my backyard in Galveston, Texas. But as you guys know that's been following me, I am counting down my time to go back to the Gambia. My motivation for learning new languages has been motivated mostly from me needing to make more neural pathways as a person that's aging. Learning new languages help build more neural pathways. One of the languages I'll be working on is Wolof and Mandinka, but this is Wolof. I actually took some Wolof classes last year when we was on lockdown before I went to the Gambia. Did it help me while I was there? Not so much, but I did get to interact with my teacher, and she was very, very nice. So it helped in that sense, building a relationship, which is, I think, the most important thing, even when taking a class like Wolof. I remember my teacher told me Axel Ak Jama meant welcome home. And so I know that's what I'll be anticipating when I get back. Axel Ak Jama, welcome home. And if y'all come there, when I'm there, I'll tell y'all Axel Ak Jama. And y'all will know that means welcome home. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing wonderful, y'all. It's such a pretty day out here. I sprayed myself with insect repellent, but as y'all know, the gangster Texas mosquitoes don't care nothing about insect repellent, so I've already killed one of the little gangsters since I've been out here. But anyway, y'all, I am counting down my time to go back to the motherland. I believe all that's necessary now, for the most part, is to get my COVID test, and that's to be done like the day before I leave. So I'll go to the clinic on that Saturday, because I'll be leaving on that Sunday, because for the Gambia, you're supposed to have the testing done within 72 hours of arrival. Even though online they say within 72 hours of the first debarkation, meaning when you first get on the plane. But you know me, I don't want to be cutting it short or having to be turning around, retaking the test when I get there. Because you know, everything is about how people feel when you get there, or if they want to make a little extra, you know, because your test is not within that 72-hour limit. Because technically they could make you do it again at the airport. But anyway, guys, I would take it that Saturday before I go. I'm anticipating that food for us, y'all. And like I said on previous videos, if you want to help in any way by donating funds to plant a tree or plant some seeds in that food forest, feel free. I'll leave the information below. Gonna be right there in the information section on how you can donate. Any amount is fine, y'all. Any amount will be fine. And if you want to do it in honor of one of your loved ones, your ancestors, just let me know. Because I am going to figure out how to label those trees that need to be labeled. You know, maybe have some little popsicle sticks or some other kind of sticks in the ground, marking your tree and taking a photo as I do it, so y'all will know where that tree is. And we can keep up with its growth if you want to. Because I get a kick out of seeing my trees say leave, take videos, and so I can see my trees and pictures. So, you know, they go from so small little babies to big trees, like this banana tree behind me. Believe y'all me, it's about 2 years old now, and it's already recreated itself by cloning with like 3 or 4 other trees. So I know that it'll do the same thing or better when I'm in the Gambia. I'm just excited, y'all. I just love to see the way when you put ground cover down, you can actually see the difference with the rain. Because even on the side of my house, used to be when the rain came, the side of my house would never be dry. And so I thought, oh, since the sun doesn't really shine on that side, since my 2 neighbors ago got me to let them put up this privacy fence that blocks the sun, because when I had the little cyclone fence, the sun went through my fence, and I never had that issue with having wet ground. But now it gets less sun because of that high fence. But anyway, guys, once ground cover came from the other yard, from 2 neighbors ago, I noticed that when it rained, it actually was absorbed into the ground. It wasn't soggy anymore. And then an elephant ear came up, and now it's lots of elephant ears. I'll take a picture of it so y'all can see it at the end of the video. It actually soaks up so much water, so when it rains, it soaks it up. All of this stuff down here is actually part of the ground cover too, y'all. Yeah, it is. And I did not pay for this. It just came from the other neighbor's yard. And it soaks up the ground. And when the leaves break down, it actually turns back to compost on the ground. Makes the ground fertile because it turns back to nutrients and builds up the soil. So my whole backyard is turning into a food forest. That's why you see it's green back there. I don't cut it low on purpose because it's serving a purpose. I have Okinawa sweet potatoes back there, so they're serving as a ground cover. I don't know how many potatoes will come out of it, but I know that it's putting nutrients back into the soil, and it's capturing CO2. So I'm doing good to make the world a better place and work on helping to slow down climate change with just my little act of allowing trees to grow and letting my yard become a natural forest, with a little help, of course. I do have one small raised flower bed that will have vegetables in it. I have to plant them in the fall, but right now they have strawberries in it. Well, in the spring, I'll plant. But there's strawberries in it. They're not blooming because they do that in the springtime and summer. But they're still green though, y'all, because it's tropical here. And then my sunflower is not there anymore because it's not blossoming around here yet right now. But I do still have beautiful flowers. That's doing well. And I still have my chocolate mint that's growing. I'll turn the camera around in a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. But anyways, for you guys that have not seen Gambian money, this is a dalasi. See, it got an alligator on it. And this is one dalasi. One dalasi. Pretty big for just one dalasi, y'all. Because their money is not really worth that much. So that's one dalasi. And this is 100 dalasi. 100 dalasi. And they also have another one that's the newer $100 Dalasi, because it's paper money. So yeah, they print new paper money there too. And you see it has this little strip in it, even though the other one has a strip in it too. But this 100 Dalasi, you can say is worth about $2. Yeah, about $2. So that's how I figured out how to think of money there, and it stopped being monopoly money once I figured out that 100 Dalasi was like $2. And then I could say, ooh, that's high. And not get things instead of just getting it because I didn't realize how much I was paying for it. You know, like at a regular grocery store, when you're trying to comparison shop, you're trying to figure out what stuff costs to you really, the real cost. Because I'm telling you, your money can go pretty quickly converting US dollars into Dalasi and then spending it. Because it's not just about how much it costs in Dalasi. It's you also paid to change that money from US dollars to Dalasi. And even if you do use some kind of money transfer thing, you're still paying for that, y'all. Everything you do is a cost to it. It might be less of a cost using one app over another, but I tell you, cash is king. Cash is king. So if you can, keep your cash, use your $100 US. I would just convert one at a time, you know, and then that way you can see how far $100 goes once you convert it to Dalasi. You know, it helps you with your keeping up with cost. And write it down. Keep a notebook and write it down so you'll know how much things truly cost. Because when people say things are cheap, y'all, that's relative. You know, it's relative. Depending on where the person came from in their life and how much money they went there with in the first place. And how they roll, y'all. How they roll. Oh. But anyways, I like using the Airbnb since I used them last time. And I'll just take, you know, whatever is the nicest that I can afford on that bright Saturday. I'll just go on that app and see what's available and pick from there so I can start the process before I go. But nothing like knowing that you'll see a different area because you reserved it with your Airbnb than just going and getting potluck from the people there. Because even though some people will say they take credit cards, most people over there do not take credit cards. But if you do Airbnb online, that's credit cards, y'all. But please, pay your credit cards. Not meant to be an insult, but some of these folks on YouTube been telling folks that they don't pay their credit cards because they ain't got no mailbox. All I can say is don't burn your bridges. Don't burn your bridges. You never know when you'll need your credit. Because I go back and forth, y'all. I'm not just going and staying one place. I love it in my home here in Galveston, as well as being in the Gambia. I like being in both places. I like going backward and forward. And hopefully, since we'll be doing the HYBASIA food forest, I'll be able to go backward and forward more or less often, just depending on where the process is at the time. But it's nice to know that things will be happening and that other people will be participating in the process also. But anyway, let me turn this camera around so y'all can see what flowers is left growing in my garden here. Hold on. Okay guys, this is my elephant ears that's grew by themselves, and even when it was cut down, came back strong. And here's some of that ground cover too, all from the former neighbor's yard. But y'all can see how many is there, and I did not plant not any of them, nor do I even do anything active. Like last year I watered them a little bit. This year I didn't even do that. Didn't do nothing to them this year. They like on their own doing this. On their own doing all of this, y'all. Just growing by leaps and bounds. And it started off growing out of a brick. But now you can see this one is right in the ground. No brick there. This is a natural occurrence. Just like in a forest, y'all. So I'm getting a natural forestation on the side of my house. That's my dwarf banana in this little pot. I did buy this plant, but I only bought one. And now I have at least 3 of them in the pot. At least 3. And one died over the winter. Okay. This is the banana trees that came from the other neighbor's yard. Reaching towards the sky, y'all. Imagine this in the motherland. It'll be on steroids because it's so be more land, and it'll be more things to make it you know, to cultivate it and do whatever it gotta do so it can have bananas. This is my hibiscus. Something is eating it. Like they say, what's eating you? I don't know, but you can see the leaves. Something is munching down on it, y'all. Something. So I might spray it with some neem today. Make some neem repellent. I think it just needs to be in the ground probably. I'll give it some water. This is my plum tree. Same difference, y'all. Something is out there, out here. I don't know what. Now this is, I think, bitter leaf, but I wouldn't swear to it. But you see how I cut it off here because it fell down during a hurricane, and it's still growing anyway. And it sprouted up another plant next to it. The fig tree is not doing too much because it's fall. And here's my flowers. They're still here, y'all. It's like a second bloom or third bloom of my flowers. And I'm getting a mental block right now on the name of my flowers. But I know y'all will know, so tell me in the comments. But y'all know I will not forget my chocolate mint. They're here. This is my chocolate mint right here. These are marigolds, 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 y'all. But chocolate mint, they look like regular mint, but they smell like chocolate, y'all. They smell like chocolate. I like the way they taste. A little minute in your mouth. But that's chocolate mint right there. But you see how everything in nature, yes, used to be my sunflower. I cut it down because it wasn't gonna bloom anymore. It already had gone to seed. And that's my sweet potato vines right there. And all on the ground there. And you got to realize that everything will eventually go to seed. Whatever this is going to seed. So they'll be here again next year. And I will dig up the sweet potatoes later. But how pretty, y'all, huh? Nature. Living bouquet. Living bouquet of flowers. And I don't really do very much to them. See, they're all on the ground now, just spreading everywhere. They just drop seeds and grow everywhere. They're all over here. And I never planted seeds over here. And I have that berry, boysenberry, that green leaf there, the brighter green leaf, that's boysenberry. It's all on the ground. So anyway, my garden is growing very nicely. And just a plain little raised flower bed that I actually nurtured doing COVID for the first time. I built up the soil. And I had all kind of nice okra last year. Well guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the update from my garden. I can't wait to be able to show y'all how the land looks now in the Gambia and let y'all see us planting the seeds and planting the trees. We will not till the soil, y'all. We will not till the soil. We're going to do as less damage to the soil as possible. Learn permaculture with me, okay? But anyways, until the next time, y'all. Peace, peace, power to the people. And I'm out, y'all. Bye. Hey, sister. I'm not going to say your name because not everybody wants to say their name since you're not on YouTube yet. But anyway, thank you so much for your care package you sent. I am going to go to the post office right now and send you a shirt. I already had it put off to the side, but I was not expecting this surprise. I love, love, love these earrings. I just had to put them on right away with my shirt that I was already wearing. I just got done doing a video. So I will add this thank you at the end of the video. The earrings you made, lovely, lovely, and lovely. Because I'm assuming you made them. But however, I love them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You made my day. Your t-shirt, as they say, will be in the mail. They look just like this one. And your extra large. And you know what I'm talking about. You are the best. I love you. My patrons are just the best. And you're one of them. Thank you again. I appreciate and love you. Thank you, sister. And I am going to bring my jewelry with me to the motherland. I am. Thank you again. Bye.